Alrighty guys, and welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have the 2019 Ninjago Legacy branded Lloyd pod, and this is similar to the Cole and Cole and Jay dojo pods that they did. It is packaged in the blister pack like all the other ones, and I believe the Cole and the J1 were also $8.99, which is what this cost at retail. I just had to check my receipt. And obviously 25 pieces. You can see the pod here. All the parts, if packaged like the Cole and J1, are going to be inside, and I assume that's the case because I don't see anywhere else. Basically packaged exactly the same. When they did Kai's and when they did Zane's, those are just in poly bags since they were given away in different circumstances. But at $9, it's a little pricey for 25 pieces and one minifigure that's not even really exclusive, but let's take a look inside and see if it's actually worth it. Once removed from the package, we're greeted with something like this. It is a green plastic, which is cool. It's different from all the previous pods in base color, and it has this holographic design here, where if you angle it one way, you'll see Lloyd's eyes. Interestingly enough, this is based on the movie version of Lloyd, which I like because it lines up with all the other ones except for Kai's. Kai's is weird and based on his Trend of Elements version. But when you angle it the other way, you get Lloyd's symbol. On camera, it's picking up both of them, and in person, it'll pick up both of them, but it's a little bit more distinct in real life. Like, you'll be less able to see the alternate design peeking through. It's just camera tricks that kind of make it appear more blended. But we open this up and we're greeted with the instruction manual folded inside, as well as a little background there. And this is glued in there, that 6x6 round plate, so it doesn't come out easily. I have accidentally knocked it out on one of my other pods, like one of the other sets like this. I knocked it out, but I was able to put it back relatively easily. Also, right there, that is a 1x2 plate that is just glued in place. So, let's get it built up. So here we have it all built up, all 25 pieces. It is a very, very quick build, and it's pretty much the same as the Cole and the J1, and I believe the Zane one too. I think Kai's is the only one that's a little bit different. But it's nothing super duper special here. Again, we have just the minifigure here who has the black training robes in this case, which is the same as Jay and Cole. Kai and Zane both had the white robes. So, there's one interesting thing there. I personally like the black robes just because they're a little bit more uncommon. The actual design here has two sai. They're just held on there on, 1x1 clips on gold jumper plates. And he has a sword here, which, minor complaint, they don't include the tassel for his sword. I guess this isn't based on the Ninjago movie. I guess it's probably closer to Sons of Garmadon, like the Jay and Cole one, where in Sons of Garmadon he didn't have a tassel on his sword in the sets or anything, and I don't believe in the show he really carried the sword at all, but maybe he did, maybe I'm just not remembering. But regardless, it would have been nice to see the tassel included there. It's one extra piece. I mean, what's it going to cost them? Also, one thing to note is you do not get any extra pieces in this set because it is, packaged somewhere else. It's, with most of these promotional sets, they don't have any extra pieces included. But, you do get the three weapons, as well as this skeleton body, which holds the Kendo helmet, which we'll take a look at with the figure, as well as that little shoulder armor. And that is the same design that was used with Cole and Jay. And again, all of this closes up very neatly right into the little pod, which we've already taken a look at. And here we have the Lloyd minifigure in his black robes. There's nothing special about him. The black robes do appear in Ninjago City Docks on the Dareth minifigure, as well as in the Cole and the J pod. And I believe there's somewhere else as well that they appear that I just can't think of. It's a lot of promotional stuff. Also in the Lloyd Turbo polybag. And in the magazine Lloyd version that actually ended up being released in the US. All sorts of places. And the design is not bad. I like it. For the most part, the legs appeared in the Spinjitzu Masters suits, which I didn't like, but that's not a flaw of the leg print themselves, it's just a flaw of the Spinjitzu Master suits being bad. But torso's good. His face is angry on one side and happy on the other, exactly the same as his Ninjago movie face, which, you know, I mean, that's okay. And he gets his hair included. But the more interesting thing about this figure is what else you can do with it. The armor and helmet that were present on the skeleton stand can be added to the Lloyd figure for what I think maybe is a slightly better look. I don't know, it's the same exact version as Jay and Cole, where it has this gold shoulder armor and the Kendo helmet. The Kendo helmet is really cool in this case. They've already done a Kendo Lloyd, however, it did not have a green border. It was not done the same way as Kai's, and, you know, having this green border added gives it a little bit more consistency, and I like this helmet a lot better than just the straight black one with the gold in the center. The gold obviously is continued here, but this is just way more consistent with the other one. Overall, this particular Ninjago pod set is no more spectacular than the previous ones. In fact, I think Zane's is still the best one just because of the facial expression, which is relatively uncommon. But this, for what it is, isn't bad. It's the $9 price is expensive, definitely. The figure with the new Kendo helmet and the armor, probably worth this CMF price, I guess you could say that, but that would mean that the pod itself is worth $5, and I don't know if I could say that that is, you know, reasonable. It's definitely, like, this should be $6 like the Kai one was at Toys R Us stores. I think $6 is fair, you know, you get a little bit of added value with the actual pod itself. And these ones with the holographic fronts are kind of cool, and, you know, it'll look nice to have them all together, but the actual figure is a little bit lacking. It's weird how you get the gold armor piece. I would have preferred the straight black armor that they use on Kendo Kai and the Ninjago movie Kendo Lloyd polybag. That would have been cooler to me. That's a relatively uncommon piece, and I don't have enough of them to make all 6 in their full Kendo outfits. But this helmet is really, really good, and honestly, that's the main reason to buy the set right there. That and maybe the design of the actual pod on the outside if you'd like those. Overall, again, not terrible, but way too expensive for what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little review. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.